This is Media Services Group tutorial on how to enter a book order. For prerequisite steps, please refer to the how-to pamphlet on book order entry. From the main Elan.Web menu, navigate to the book sales module. Click on it, and this brings you to the book sales home. Once there, select the orders option from the menu bar along the top, and then select order entry. This brings you to the blank order entry screen. We have 4 important sections on the main order detail tab, and then we have some tabs across the top that we will discuss. If you know your customer number, go ahead and enter that number in the customer ID field and hit the enter key. This loads the customer name and address into the customer information detail. Notice the attention field is blank. If you have additional info to add here, you can go ahead and type that in. Our next section is the order information section. Order number will always default to new if this is a brand new order. If you are amending an order, however, that order number would appear here. Order date defaults to today. We've got a pull-down menu of order types, such as product or subscription, where for our purposes we'll leave it as product. PO number and order by are blank. If you have this information, go ahead and enter it here. For campaign, we have another pull-down menu. However, if you know your campaign code, go ahead and type it in, and the system will attempt to find it for you. Mail code will default in based on your campaign, and price class currency also will default in based on your setup in Elan. Your order source has another pull-down menu. Please select the correct channel for this order. If it's a phone, fine. You've also got mail or fax. And then the next section we're going to go to is manual line entry. We're skipping over line items because once you enter a product in here and our pricing all defaults in, we will go ahead and add the line, and that will bring that line item into the line item section. So if you know your product number, go ahead and enter it here. The system will attempt to find it. And you can see that it did indeed find my product. Now I typed in the product code, but what comes up is the actual title of the product. Here we have our listing, our price listing information. We can put a discount in, we can change our quantity. At this point, we're just going to go ahead and hit add line. And what this does is bring it into the line item section here, and you can see that just happened. Again, our pricing information is listed. If we want to remove this line item, we can hit delete. For our purposes, we're going to go ahead and click on the Verify Lines button. And when we verify lines, the system is going to do a few things. It's most importantly checking inventory, but it's also looking at shipping and handling, etc. The most important tabs that we'll discuss today are payment and order summary. You have overrides that you can put in. You can change your shipping details. Other information includes sales rep commission or royalty information, and you have a comments section where you can put pick list comments or invoice comments or internal comments. So we're going to skip right to payment. And once we do that, the system does check again in case we did any type of change to overrides or shipping. Here in our payment section, we've got our total and our balance due. We can use a number of different payment types. We've got a pull-down menu, and you have check, cash on account, credit, write-off, credit card. You can also create a bill me, which we will do today, but if you have a credit card number on file, this would be a pull-down menu, and you could select that credit card for that customer, or by clicking the plus button, you can add credit card information. I'm going to go ahead and leave this blank so I can create a bill me order, and we'll skip straight over to order summary. Here you can see all of our pricing information, our weight information, shipping information, and charges, and we have 3 things we can do here. We can process our order, we can reset the order, which will wipe out the information, or we could save it for later if we need to amend it. We're going to go ahead and process the order, which will create a valid order ID. The system system's going to take a minute to create it. And there we see we've got our order ID as 15743. We now have a choice of 4 things we can do. We can go to the book summary for this customer. We could create a new order for this customer. We can create a new order from scratch for anyone, or we can do an email confirmation. Let's go ahead to the book order summary for this customer and make sure that this order, 15743, is listed. And we're brought to the customer's book order summary, and if we look at their list of orders on the bottom here, we see 15743 was indeed created today for a total amount of $67.70. This has been book order entry.